Not coming down. Finally, you're going to call for it here. Bomb's going to go down. It's going to be a full-on 5v5 retake situation. Minus Oxygen finding that first frag, but a trade comes.
It's coming in, and Sinks is in pit. Now the cavalry has arrived. But can TDR hold this back? They're out of utilities, so it's going to have to be guns out from here. Now Tossin draws first blood in this post-fence situation. And TDR, they're starting to lose grips on the site. Cello making his way in. It's down in man advantage here for Berzerk. And Popov only able to find one, but he's made it doable for Experiment, who's went from behind. Now he's found himself a kill. He has to play ring around the Rosie, and he's killed just enough time. No more time for the defuse, and there is a 1 versus 2 clutch. TDR Gaming on the board early. Now Tossin's up next. He's up on the first one with the AK-47, and he's found himself a kill. Looking to go for another one. There it is, Tossin. Melizda towards water finds himself a kill as well. And it seems like TDR is just walking in one by one. Popov eventually answers back, but it might be just a little too late, Zach. A 1 versus 4.
Safely fall back in towards the A site. The information's there, and this is just going to make it even harder for these guys to take them out.
Yeah, look at the aggression right now coming in from Tossin. I mean, he knows these guys are unarmored. He knows they have just pistols. He's looking to take every single duel he can find. Eventually, he falls. So that aggression is punished, but again, Berzerk, they've already pretty much secured the round. They just have to keep as many players alive as possible, get their economy set in stone, and Sinks is not going to let any money go away. Sorry, you can start taking those risks. You can start kind of finding those early duels. Legit. Avoids death, but he gets shot in the legs. And he has some strong legs. He has 21 HP left, and Expand trying to find some sort of forward ground, but Tossin meets him on top of the garbage can. So, back on track, and Berzerk looking solid as ever here on this CT side.
Tossin's just being a menace in this position, which he's already out to 16 and 6 on the scoreboard. The veteran player here is just standing tall in this short position. TDR a little bit hesitant rotating from Berzerk as Cello tries to make something happen, taking down 1.
Now there's an alert coming in on the A site right now. Mink, he's almost inside, but he only has a CZ, but a missed shot from Legit's giving him an opportunity. And Oxygen finds Melizda on the rotate, so it's all down to Cello. He's in front of bathrooms. His position is compromised. They know exactly where he is. They just need to secure this round. This is the savior round, right? This is not a round that should have been favoring TDR, and suddenly they find themselves in the winning condition.
Cello swinging wide. That's the start of what needs to be a pretty miraculous retake here. He tries to break back into the site. Looking for the pit player. He's going to molly him out. Knows that the other player could be up in towards heaven, so he'll flash him off, looking for the fight against him. And he is going to find the first frag here. That was very important. He does have a kit to work with. The bomb is planted. A really rough spot. And an easy round for TDR to clean up. There he is up.
Yeah, they can definitely sniff out this setup right here. The Molotovs are good, but the flashbangs are not nearly well timed enough, so it's going to give the Sinks an opportunity to just mow them down on the fence, trying to come through the smoke. Expand able to find 1, but the flashbangs have him confused and dead. So it's all down to Mink in a 1 versus 3. 25 seconds left on the clock. It is not looking good, and this might be too much to ask for one man with an AWP.
He's got to find 1 to start with. He sees 1. He's actually spots Tossin as well, but Tossin's going to be able to play safe. I think he is going to just run for the save here. Is he going to make it? He's always going for this. Okay, 10 seconds left. He's got to find this kill and get the bomb plant. That's not going to happen. Yeah. Sinks shuts him down quickly.
But look at Sinks. Sinks is in a very poor position, but he's unable to convert a single kill. That's going to leave Berzerk in a bit of a trouble here.
Molotovs are raining into the site. Patrick's up close. He's very low, so this should not be a problem as Cello cleans him up. Looking for 1 more. They aren't able to get in to clean this guy up, and finally, we'll find it. Popov finds 1 as well on the Legit, and this is a good round from TDR. You saw how they straight... Oh, he's going straight for this. Okay. I expected him to just run. He'll go down for it. Legit takes him out on the lurk, and that's going to cue TDR straight out monster now, trying to take down Sinks. Oxygen on the trade. He's got an AUG that was tossed over to him for the previous round. Got to be careful. They need to take down Melizda, and Oxygen once again on the trade. 2 on 2. You see Cello making his way out the smoke. Mink seems to understand that this is a possibility. Cello comes out wide, and op is not a weapon you want to have in that situation, and Berzerk are going to go on to a 10th round here this time, and there's no one home.
Yeah, the flashbang is very effective. That's a free kill once again for Berzerk and Cello with the AUG holding down the monster push. So Tough stats get hit here for TDR, and they've taken so many casualties trying to get off the site that Berzerk's just going to overwhelm them from every single position, every single angle possible. And it is Berzerk with the 11-4 finish. That's a good point. Berzerk, they have their crosshairs on towards that B site. Oxygen trying to tap away, but it's not able to hit a single shot, and legit finally finds Mink. So it's a man advantage once again for Berzerk. An important round. Looks like it's already crumbling here for TDR, but there are still 4 players alive, and Bo1 has found the equalizer.
Found one more for his troubles there. Tossin gonna get things started here in pit. He's gonna find one, and Melizda joining in on the fun. Popov one more. That's 3 on the round for him. Looking for Melizda now. Cello's low. He can't really afford to take this fight on his own, and the bomb is in a very rough position for Berzerk, regardless of what weaponry they have here. But this is a very interesting decision. We see TDR's rotating a player in through upper right now.
Oh yeah, he's so far removed. Bo1 has to make sure he doesn't die too soon right here. But look, I mean, the HP's in their favor, right? As long as they don't get headshotted, they pretty much have this in the bag. Let's see if they can sniff out the setup right here. There's a player in pit that can peek at any time. There's a player towards that wood pillar. That person in heaven kind of needs to start supporting, and there it is. Cello's removed. Melizda, last player alive, 1 versus 2.
Popov one more for him. That's 4 on the round. A huge bait, or to try to bait out some utility, but not willing to budge our TDR. They have rotated one up around the corner. Melizda escapes a close duel with Popov in bathrooms there. And now Patrick, he's close to help him out. Gotta be careful. Patrick turns, and he will win the first fight. This is important, as this is going to cue the A site hit. Berzerk making their way up long, and they've actually spotted this player who's been hiding in the corner. Not going to be able to find one, and that should be the round in the bag for Berzerk. Yep, the A hit is on now, and I mean, the cavalry is home, so it's just going to be a frag fest in towards the A side at this point. Is Berzerk going to be able to do this? No utility on either side. Patrick gets traded out quickly. 2 players behind Optimus here, and Melizda and Sinks combined for those. That's going to leave Oxygen in a really rough spot.
Control around that 1:20 mark. Patrick, he's been heard yet, but I think they might have heard him. Patrick's taking a shot, and Melizda jumping on top, finds 1 kill, and unfortunately, Bo1 is left stranded. So there it is, Berzerk finding a 2-man advantage, and they're looking to transition quickly towards the A site, and this might be the beginning of the end here for TDR. I think they're just going to go ahead and save their weapons and try again in the next round.
They have no choice. They don't have any kits to work with. They have no utility in terms of clearing out any of these tough positions. Somebody gets close Optimus, I mean, what are you going to do? You have to swing out wide, and then at that point, you're trading. You can't be trading in a situation like this, so it's a good call to save alone.
Bo1 caught in an uncomfortable position for an SMG, a duel that heavily favors Sinks, plus the flashbang from Legit. Well placed. Once again, early map control. Usually on schedule, that 1:20 mark where they start to gain ground towards the A site, and TDR, they're done playing around, so they're going to go push into connector and find themselves a kill. And Patrick finds himself a second. So hey, man advantage for TDR. Their lifeline and maybe being extended here.
It looks that way as Legit goes down. Nice connector push there. Once again, TDR in the driver's seat. Picks up the op, trying to spam through the smoke there. Tossing in a rough spot, but he cuts down Mink. Nice transition there, and right through the smoke. 1 more for Tossin, evening things out.
And jump up, which is going to give them at least an opportunity to safely plant the bomb. Now Patrick catches Tossin going forward, and Patrick continues going forward and catches Sinks off guard. And before I can even finish my sentence, it is flipped on its head. So TDR extends their lifeline.
They're even going to run for that AWP as well. They have plenty of time to work with, so why not? Once again, just clearing this position by himself. Over towards the B site, we see TDR having to dedicate 3 members to Tossin's presence. And Melizda going to capitalize on the A players again. How many times have we seen it? Okay, right through the smoke. Oxygen's going to take down Tossin, but I don't know what's going to happen here. They're in towards the A site. The forward position's already gained. And Melizda, 1 more. Melizda, huge round here. That's 4. And an ace to finish it off. That's 16-7 for Berzerk. Melizda going ham, almost catching up with Tossin in that round alone there. And Berzerk going to take the game.